Hi everyone. Today we'll be discussing AI detection. Okay, so there's many AI detectors out there, and finding out if your content is AI is very important, especially if you're a freelancer working for an employer and they've commissioned you to provide content. Now you're either a writer or you're an SEO hiring writers to uh, to give you content for your SEO plan. Maybe you're creating a content silo. Um, Either way, so employer, of course, and you want to check if your writer is honest. So you're going to want to use an AI detector. Now the question is, do you want to pay for one or do you want to use a free AI detector? So and if so, either, which one to use? So for this, we're going to go over a couple AI detection tools, paid and free, and we're going to come to a conclusion. Right here, this is Originality.ai, and it might be a little bit of a spoiler alert, but I have a paid account for these guys. Okay. Now this isn't going to make the test bias at all, because the other platforms, the other AI software that we're going to test, some of them, the ones that do have paid plans, their accuracy is not improved by paying. Anyway, let's get to the content that we'll be testing. So first piece of content that we'll be testing is just a generic ChatGPT 3 article. Okay, other AI article is a ChatGPT 4 article, and it's a good ChatGPT 4 article. Now this article exists on an AI website of mine that I'm using as a test to see how well AI websites do. Now, again, as well as being ChatGPT 4, I have used a couple plugins for my research, and it follows the rules of Google's guidelines as well. So it's as good as you can get for AI. That's kind of blowing my own horn. I'm assuming that you can do much better, of course, but and I haven't tried to humanize it either. But for clear-cut AI, this is as best you can get, really. It doesn't offend Google. At least I don't believe it does. It follows its guidelines. So yeah, it's a whole lot better than this one. Okay, this one's actually been thought out, whereas I believe this one came from just one prompt. So this one here, the next one, is a human-written article written for me by another writer. All right, and then the final one is a human article I wrote for myself for another website, a human website of mine that I'm split testing with the AI website. So we're going to start with the free AI detector. Now, this is called Scribber. This is the first time I've used it. I've used all of these other AI detection tools before. This one is brand new to me, so I'll be learning how good it is along with you. So let's test the poor one first. Now, I've already seen it has a word limit, and most free AI tools or the free version of the AI tool will have a word count limit or a character limit that you have to adhere to. That's not to take advantage of the software, or it's just the storage space it has. After all, this is free. So, and look at that, I've just made it. So if you're going to do the budget way, I would suggest removing the conclusion as a start. So 100% generated AI content. So that's good. That's a great start. The free tool detected that the ChatGPT 3 article was in fact AI. Anyone so basically anyone could see that this one was AI. It didn't matter which tool I used to to sniff out that that was AI. Now, this is Content Scale. Content Scale is the #1 AI detector that I see writers show me to prove that their work is human. And so, logically speaking, I'm assuming that a lot of people use this as a frame of reference. And it boasts that it has a 98% accuracy rate. So let's put that to the test, shall we? Let's paste in. Yep, it has a paid plan, $50 a month, just under. Let's give this a test run. Right, check for AI content. I'm a little bit over, so I'm probably going to have to scan this twice. Okay, so its first scan says it's hard to tell. It's not sure if it's any good. So it has a bit of green. Green means it thinks it's human. Red means it thinks it's AI. Orange means the jury's still out. So it's pretty colorful here. It thinks it's uncertain. All right. It's definitely sussed out some of it, but other parts have passed. So let's get rid of this first bit and scan the second half and see if it does any better. No, okay. So it sees the other half of the article as AI, even though a lot of it still looks human to it. It's sniffed it out. It's this is a fail. This article has failed the test. Even if it thinks that some of this is written by a human, Content Scale sees this as an AI article. All right. So next is Originality.ai. This is the one that I use. Let's paste that all in and scan. So Originality has completely disregarded this as human. It is 100% AI. All of it. All of it is 100% AI. This has not been fooled at all. Right, so here's the next one. Now this is a ChatGPT 4 article. It's been well thought out. Several unique prompts, research done through ChatGPT with various plugins that read documents. Maybe we can go over ChatGPT plugins in another video, although I try not to brand myself an AI guy because I'm not. And I do believe in human content. So the free tool has failed on the ChatGPT 4 AI content. Now, I feel like I should remind you guys that I did not try to humanize this article in the slightest, okay? And you can... It's thought that you can break the watermark of AI by rewording some phrases. A lot of people use the Quillbot paraphrasing tool. I've used it myself to test these things, and yeah, you can for some of these tools it works, not for all of them. But I've not done any attempt. I've not made any attempt to humanize this article, and it has completely passed the human test. And next is Content Scale. So let's completely clear this out. I would not like your paid plan. Okay. Check for AI content. Well, you look at that. Content Scale also thinks this article is human. Now, this half of the article has completely passed. Let's try Sorry about that. Let's try some more. Let's try more of this article. Human again. Right, so content scale has failed. Now, again, I'd like to remind you that so many writers use this to justify their work being human. And let's just see what Originality says about the same article. Okay, so Originality has called this article a 67% AI. Now, for Originality standards, that is AI. We'll go over we'll test it for the human articles, and you can see what I mean by that. But yes, a 33% original, 67% AI is an absolute AI score. It has not fooled it at all. Let's say goodbye to the AI articles. Let's try an article written by a writer of mine. Yeah, it sees it as human. Passed. No surprise. How about content scale? I would not like your subscription. Now, I'm assuming that this is going to be considered human, and it is. Okay, so again, some are detected as AI. For some of these detectors, this is unavoidable, but this is a pass. This does pass, and if you don't like it, just get them to reword it. But this is not a write-off. This can be used, or at least according to Content Scale, it can. So this passes as human for the most part, and almost entirely. So Content Scale sees the human article as human. Great. See what Originality thinks of human content. There you go. It has a 100% human score. Okay, none of this is suspected to be AI. This is purely human. 1% suspected to be AI. That's nothing. This is a fantastic score. From my experience with my own personal writing, I've seen that Originality can sometimes score human points as low as 70%. Anything lower than 70% possibility of being human, consider that highly likely it's AI. Anything over 70%, according to Originality, is a pass. Because I've put human content that I've written through here, and it has come across as 70% human. So that's just my data. So let's move on to the final article. This is my article that I've written. And there's almost no point, really. I feel like we know what each one is going to say now. Scribber only passed the first test, and so did Content Scale. Both of them were fooled by the ChatGPT 4 article. Yeah. Human. Okay. Finally, let's see what Originality has to say about my article. Okay, so this has passed. It seems like my writing is a little bit more robotic than my writers, because it has come across as 2% AI. Where is it? Where is the AI? Okay, I see. So it seems like Okay. Oh, so the ending. All right. So the ending here is it suspects that it's AI, only 22%, but that's enough for you to lose 2 points. Okay, well, that's something maybe I should be working on as a writer. But yes, this passes the test. Now, um, we've seen here that different AI tools have different capabilities when it comes to sussing out AI content. Let me tell you right now that Google is far better than any of these at sniffing out AI content. And so, if you are if you're offended by AI, I suggest using the best AI tools out there to sniff them out. Um, should you be offended by AI? The jury's still out on that one. So I'm actually running a test myself by creating some pure AI content websites to see how they rank over time. Long term project, and so we'll see. Been a little bit unclear whether or not AI content is worse for your ranking. They had a phrase in their previous guidelines that basically said that Google prefers human content, but they've since removed that sentence, and so that's a lot of debate online whether or not it's they still mean that. But again, yes, if you truly want human content written on your website, and you are hiring people to do that for you and not doing it yourself, then I highly recommend getting a decent AI detection tool. Originality is my personal favorite. I'm not sponsoring it. I'm not being. I'm not getting. I'm not. I don't have an affiliate link for you. So this is just my opinion, and it's also one of the more affordable ones. As you saw, Contentscale's asking for $50 a month for AI tool that failed to detect a ChatGPT 4 article, and these articles these AI are only going to get smarter, and so you want to be with ever evolving AI detection site, and even better, this site offers other tools, not just AI content. And the credits are pretty cheap too. So there's so many upsides. Um, if you're okay with the possibility of your content being AI on your site, so be it. Don't go with this. You know, try the free AI checkers. But at that point, what is the point of checking it? Why not just accept the work? If it looks good to you, why not just accept it? Because it's mucky data. You know, this is the only tool aside from maybe copy leaks, which stands a chance. And from my personal experience, this has done a far better job at detecting AI content than copy leaks. If you are wanting a shiny report, go for copy leaks. But originality is a little bit more strict on human content. Right there, you can see that, where copy leaks is way more forgiving. For these AI detectors, I think we know which one came out on top, and hopefully that will help you decide what you're going to do about your AI detection plan. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.